Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to Intuitive Clarity with yours truly, Allison Nichols. Capricorn, as always, this is just a general September tarot forecast. If it doesn't resonate with you, definitely check out your moon and rising sign. While I am shuffling the cards, I'd like to invite you to please check out the new candle shop. I created my own candle line. It's all natural. Wax is 100% natural. All the wicks are either cotton or wooden. And of course, the scents have been created by either myself or someone within my family. So, quite unique scents and total designer type scents. And I kept the shop theme, the boutique theme, very spiritual and new age. So the names of the candles are kind of fun. Just check it out. And for my YouTube watchers only, they get a special discount. So just follow the link below and it'll automatically put the discount in your cart when you go to check out. Or if you, if something goes awry, which it shouldn't because I've tested it a couple times, just put in the discount code YouTube20, and that is your discount code. So definitely, cards are flying, sorry, Cat. Definitely check it out. And if you have any requests too, just let me know. I'll be happy to challenge it. I love doing that. Some of the scents that are in the line now started out as someone requesting something, and I created it for them. So with all that, Capricorn, let's see what's happening for you for the month of September 2019. I hope everybody got off to school well and having a good year, if you have that in your world. All right. We're going to do numerology, clarification. 4. You're going into a 4-month, Capricorn. Great. It's like perfect month for Cappy. It's about stability. Okay, whether you're getting more of it or losing a bit of it, either way, the energy is about stability when it comes to 4. Oftentimes, people will build houses. It's about structure too. So oftentimes people will buy real estate or start to build homes, or add additions to homes during a 4 energy. So that's a great energy to have. It's about stability. And let's see what the cards have to say here. Wow. Okay. All right, Capricorn, this is what I have. Pretty good cards. Okay, so we're going to start with my first deck is out of the deck I created, which is the Fairy's Journey, and it's in the boutique. So you can get a discount on those guys too. I'm going to create a gift thing, I think, with the cards in a special scent. I don't know. We'll see. The world is my oyster when it comes to the candles. Anyway, I get the Page of Swords, all right? And on top of that, I get my Park. Now, my Page of Swords, often they're bringing in communication. Swords are about communication, and it's also about intellect. So it could be a new way of thinking, all right? Either way, there is some type of information coming to you, whether it's thought process or whether it's actual communication. With my Park, it can be about real estate. It is about love usually. It can be about romance, a walk in the park, but it oftentimes is my real estate card too. So you might be thinking about purchasing some real estate or something to do around real estate if it's not purchasing. Also, this is my card to get out into nature. Okay. So I'm going to do some clarification here and see what these two actually mean together. But what I'm getting here is possibly a new idea to purchase real estate or do something with some real estate or some land. Or it could be that you get some information around real estate, even if it's just like renting. It doesn't have to be a purchase, it could be renting. All right. And this could also be a retreat as well. I get this if it's time for someone to take a retreat, go on like a mini retreat. Week 2, I get my Hierophant. Okay. And I also get my pig. My pig is all about luck. It is good fortune. It is good investments as well. My Hierophant is a few things. Okay. My Hierophant can be the government. Okay. It is the natural order of things. It can be a religious card as well. So if you're a strict Catholic, strict with whatever religion it is, I do get an abundance here. This could be telling you to turn more spiritually inward, okay, which could give you a ton of abundance. All right. So prayer, whatnot, but I'm going to do some more clarification on that as well. All right. I do get the third week, the Seven of Wands reversed. Okay. And I also get the Coffin reversed. It almost looks like you are choosing this third week to just pull out of something. It's not completely over yet, but you might just be taking a break from it. You could just decide to pull out of something that you've been involved in. All right. Another way to look at this is like if there's something going on at work, there's like some combat with my 7. If there's some combat or competition going on at work, it could be that you decide you want to pull out of that competition, or there is a suspension for some reason. um, if you're, I don't know, if you're playing sports and say there was an injury, you might have to, be pulled off the team for a minute, that kind of thing. It's not dead. It's just a stop, a relaxing point is what I want to tell you. Because what I get this fourth week is pretty fabulous. I get my 10 I get my Wheel of Fortune, which is a change. It's very karmic. There are a lot of karmic cards going on here. So it is a change. It's very karmic. It's moving forward. And then I get my Cross Swords, which is a decision. There's a decision to move forward. There's a decision to make a change here this fourth week, which is great. And with my Wheel of Fortune, that can be quite life changing as well. So it's just not like a minor change. Um, so there is definitely a decision that gets made to move forward in some way, to make a change in some way. So let's keep going. Those, we'll do these. Now, if week 1 and week 2 work together, and this is about a retreat, it could be that you go on a spiritual retreat. Okay, and that is quite enriching for you, which would be great, right? Okay. All right. So I get the Empress, nature. She's Mother Nature on top of my park, on top of new thought process or new communication. This truly does look like it could be a little mini vacation or some type of a retreat. If you get an opportunity, if someone comes to you and says, "Hey, I heard about this really cool kind of spiritual retreat," it might not be a bad idea. It might be a good idea to take them up on it to do it because it actually looks really good. Also, getting out into nature, I believe, is very nurturing for you, okay, in some form. Week 2, I get my Knight of Swords reversed. When my Knight of Swords is straight up, it is information coming at you really quick. It is offer of some sort coming at you really quick. And it's also just a lot of movement. If it's a more of an intellect thing, it's a lot of thoughts in your head all the time, right? You can't turn them off. You're turning them off, it's reversed. This is about, you know, rituals, religion, the traditional way of thinking, okay? Um, I see this as just taking kind of a mental break in a way, um, which could have something to do with meditation. It could have something to do with the spiritual retreat as well. So that would definitely be taking a break. Nothing's moving forward, especially if you're going to do meditation or yoga or something like that. So things are going to slow down for you a little bit. You could be slowing your mind down as well. You know, your thoughts, if you're getting a lot of, it's hard to sleep because you can't just shut your mind off at night. It looks like meditation and prayer is the answer to that. All right, week 3, I get the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Okay, nothing's moving here. Okay, no new opportunities. It's not over yet, but nothing is moving here. Everything is kind of gotten still this week 3, which could be kind of a hangover if you did go on a retreat from um, the first 2 weeks or whatever. You heard about it that first week, you went the second week. That third week could be a bit of a hangover, so to speak, where you are just feeling very calm, very mellow. You're not in a hurry to do anything. You're taking things slow. You're not looking to add anything new. You just kind of want to keep everything just the way it is. It's nice and mellow. Nothing wrong with that. Week 4, I get my Hermit reversed. Okay. My Hermit straight up is looking into something, researching something. Reversed, it can be making a quick decision, okay, without a lot of research, without a lot of thought, without a lot of inner um, consultation, right? We get a decision, we get a change, okay? So it looks like that you're going to make a quick decision here, all right? Just because it's not necessarily something that you pondered for a very long time, it doesn't mean it wouldn't be a good decision. It could also be that what was going on these first 2 weeks or first 3 weeks is what made you decide, yep, I'm changing it. Okay. I've meditated on it. I'm not even going to consult anybody. I've thought about it. I've pondered it, and I'm just changing it. I'm not even going to tell anybody. It's just going to happen. It could very well be that. One last clarifying card. And if you don't have the ability to go on some type of a little mini spiritual retreat, kind of create. I've done it at home before. I've just kind of created my own sometimes. I know nobody's going to be home. I create a nice little retreat, whatever that might be, whether it's just soaking in a hot tub with, my favorite candles burning and music, or just sitting and meditating, while I have the opportunity, while the house is quiet. And I'll tell you what, 15 minutes of just sitting quietly, you call it what you want, call it meditation, just call it centering yourself, whatever that might be. 15 minutes of that, or it's sitting out on the patio, 15 minutes of that of just total silence and turning off your head is amazingly refreshing. It's like having 8 hours sleep to me sometimes. All right. There's nature again. Holy cow. Yeah. All right. We get the tree, family tree. So, on top of nurturing the Empress, Mother Nature, creativity, also on top of my park, on top of a new thought process. All right. So yeah, it's definitely talking here a lot about, you know, nature, you know, nurturing kind of thing with my family tree. That's very nurturing as well. So it does appear as if there could be some opportunity here for you to either nurture yourself in some way, or perhaps there is someone calling on you from the family that needs a little bit of nurturing that you might have to deal with. All right. Either way, this is actually a really good energy in this first week. I like it a lot. Um, I do get week 2, the snake reversed. All right. On top of my Knight of Swords reversed. So it's almost as if it's a cutting off of something that no longer serves you. You're not the first sign I've gotten this for, actually. Um, there's nothing wrong with that, and it doesn't mean it has to be a person. It can be a situation. It can be a thought process of belief. All right, a belief. All right, when it comes to, we've got my Hierophant. It could be how you believe things are, or your whole belief system. You might be changing that up. All right, this second week. Nothing wrong with that. And that is a slow process. So this could be going on over, several months, even several years sometimes. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It just seems like this might be the beginning of it. Okay, so that's kind of cool. I do get recognition here. I get my Medal of Honor on my third week. So even though whatever this is, you've decided to kind of take a break from, it's probably a good idea. All right, it's not necessarily a negative thing for you if you decide to pull out of the race. Okay, it's not necessarily a negative thing for you. There is honor in knowing that it's time to step aside, is what I want to say, if that is a situation for you. If it is more about just kind of, like I said, having that hangover from, if you went on a retreat or whatever and you're just all mellow and you're not really necessarily ready to get out into, the world full force yet. It looks like by the end of this week, you're ready to go again, if that's the case. And, you're kind of carrying that Medal of Honor with you, that you have done some meditation, and you have answered some questions for yourself and cut some things off that possibly weren't serving you anymore, which is great. Now, I do get my dog reversed. Normally, he is loyal. If he's straight up, he's my loyalty card on the fourth week. All right. Remember, we talked about there is a change coming. There might be somebody, if you decide that you're making this change, there might be someone who sees that as maybe you are being disloyal to them. Don't look at it that way. This change is about you. It's not about them. Okay. It might not be what they agree with. It doesn't matter. This change is about you. It's not about them. All right. That's what I get from that. So a big change, or a change is definitely coming. That fourth week, and whether that is a change of how you are doing things, or a change of how you're thinking about things. Either way, it is actually a life change. I do want to do 3 more cards to get advice for the month of September for you, and then we shall be done. But overall, it does look like there is a strong connection to a belief system here. A traditional belief system that perhaps you have had for a very long time, and maybe you're looking into a different way about that. I do see a lot of nature. I see a lot of nurturing. I see a lot of mental retreat. So a calming down of your mind, which is good. I believe that is possibly what you need, Capricorn. So this is fabulous. Let me go ahead and do the advice cards. I do. Mental. Okay. What this is telling me here. All right. So I start off with my Ace of Pentacles reversed. I get my Queen of Swords straight up. And then I get my Page of Pentacles reversed. The moral to the story here is my energy is, because she is sword, she is very, this is intellect, this is communication as well. But it is intellect and it is judgments as well, making logic, okay? This month is not necessarily, your focus should not necessarily be on starting something new. You know, as far as bringing a new thing in that you're responsible for, that you're trying to get started. That is not necessarily what this month is about. I believe this month is more about reflection. All right. The change, I really, when I look at week 4, I don't see the change as being like exterior change as much as of interior change. Okay, interior thought, logic, intellect. Okay, so I believe that is the advice that the spirit is trying to tell you is look more at how you're thinking, your thought process, as opposed to your outer world. Okay, your creature comforts. That is really the strong message that I'm getting here for you, Capricorn, for the month of September. All in all, it's a great month. I do believe this is more about internal work than it is external work. I'm actually getting this with a lot of signs, so it might very well have something to do with what's going on with the planets. Um, we are in September, so we are getting out, you know, the beginning of September, we're getting out of an Aquarius full moon, going into, you know, going into the new moon. Um, so you might want to think about that, because Aquarius is all about intellect as well. So, and logic and whatnot. So I do believe this is more about focusing on how you think about things. You know, you might find that the way you've been thinking about it is not, it doesn't even agree with you anymore. Okay, it doesn't even feel right. It doesn't feel good to your heart anymore. So that's what I have, Capricorn. I want you to have a fabulous September. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, do all the YouTube things. Don't forget to check out the website, the candle shop. I would love to do that. Of course, if you'd like your own personal intuitive clarity reading, I'm happy to do that. Just email me and we'll work out all the particulars on that, the price and the time and whatnot. All right, I want you to have a fabulous September, Capricorn, and until we meet again in October, I'm always sending loving energy your way. Bye-bye.